Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Quezon City Chapter's 4th Virtualang QCC. This Virtualang QCC is an initiative of the chapter aimed at informing the general membership of the Quezon City Chapter. This is the chapter's virtual General Assembly. Tonight's Virtualang QCC will focus on the oath-taking of the new chapter officers and board of directors for fiscal year 2022 and 2023. To welcome us all to this momentous occasion, please welcome Dr. Jose Angelo Taylor, the chapter's secretary.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Hi. So, a warm and pleasant good evening to us all here for tonight's the 4th Virtualang QCC. To our National President of the Philippine College of Occupational Medicine, Dr. Sofia Victoria Fajardo, the national officers and board of directors, Quezon City Chapter President, Dr. Catherine Artais Cariaga, Quezon City Chapter Officers and Board of Directors, to the other chapter officers and Board of Directors, family, friends, colleagues, guests, welcome. On this joyous occasion, we are extremely happy to have with us an eminent person, no other than Dr. Sofia Victoria Fajardo as our keynote speaker and inducting officer. She is the National President of the Philippine College of Occupational Medicine and University of Perpetual Health Medical Director. On behalf of the Quezon City Chapter, I extend a hearty welcome to you in this inaugural function. Welcome. To this activity will not only induct the chapter officers and board of directors for the fiscal year 2022 to 2023, but also induct the new members of PCOM under the QCC family. Always remember that in Quezon City Chapter, we value your safety and health, hashtag PCOM QCC cares. A blessed evening to all.
Thank you, Dr. Taylor, for welcoming everyone. For our keynote speaker and inducting officer tonight, let me introduce to you our beloved National President. Let me call Dr. Sofia Victoria Fajardo.
Thank you, Dr. Margot. Thank you to also Dr. Lilo for introducing me earlier. Thank you so much for that kind introduction. Magandang gabi po sa lahat and good evening, everyone, friends, guests, and to our PCOM family. On behalf of the PCOM National Officers and Board of Directors, we congratulate the PCOM Quezon City Chapter on the induction of your incoming, but again, your President's third term, no? Dr. Catherine Artais Cariaga. And of course, to the hardworking incoming chapter officers for fiscal year 2022 to 2023. Namely, for your Vice President, Dr. Jeremias Florante, your Secretary, Dr. Jose Angelo Taylor, your Treasurer, Dr. Benjamin John Villamor, your Auditor, Dr. Marilu Renales, and your PRO, Dr. Margot Venus Koo. And of course, the board members, Dr. Natalio Alegre, the second, Dr. Desiree Balya, Dr. Regina Marie Banda, Dr. Corazon Batoon, Dr. Jason John Cabigon, Dr. Rodolfo Eduardo Pacheco, Dr. Winston George Pascual, and Dr. Brenda Viola. A pleasant evening as well to all our incoming new members, no? And there are very many of them, and I would like to take the opportunity later not to be able to, of course, induct them individually later. And of course, the PCOM Quezon City chapter has contributed so much to PCOM National in several national positions and committees and programs. And I would like to just give a special mention to the following active PCOM Quezon City chapter past presidents, no? And of course, your active officers and former PCOM National Board. Our DCOM Subcommittee Chair, Dr. March Liachon. Our PCOM Technical Working Group Chair, Dr. Alen Cruz. Our OSH Consultant, Dr. Wendy Blanco Santos. And of course, our former Residency Training Committee Chair, Dr. Marilu Renales, who helped to start the ball rolling for Perpetual Health Medical Center Binyan's Occupational Medicine Training Program. And as well to Dr. Jing Florante, your PCOM QC Chapter Vice President, for linking PCOM closely to the Occupational Safety and Health Center, whom we will also be working closely with as well for the Occupational Medicine Week celebration in March 2023. And in the Quezon City chapter, I have several classmates. I have several classmates during our diplomate course. Our team stem cell classmates, hello po sa lahat. Baka po may malimutan po akong banggitin, pero alam ko nandyan po kayo to support PCOM National. Thank you po sa inyong lahat. Now, I know that PCOM, recognizes the contribution of Quezon City in your virtual CME activities, such as your upcoming 40th Kapihang OH, and your other online activities such as Balitang OH, OSH in a Flash, and many more. We also recognize your active participation in the 43rd Annual National Convention and the 22nd Mid-Year Convention, witnessing the signing of the Oath of Commitment during the grand launching of Occupational Medicine Week last March 2022. And many other national chapter and chapter-led activities. I would also like to again recognize that the Quezon City chapter was awarded during the last 43rd Annual National Convention as Best in Continuing Medical Education, also known as the Dr. Antonio Gisbert Award. And we hope that you will continue your hard work in pursuing all of the above-mentioned activities and programs. And we would also like to invite our Quezon City chapter officers and members to consider occupational health as an integral component of universal health, along with public health and environmental health. So just last month, we launched a podcast series through a collaboration with Gets Pharma called Nabil Podcast Channel, wherein your very own Dr. Margot, your Public Relations Officer of Quezon City Chapter, and I talked about universal health law and PCOM. I wanted to emphasize the importance of dialogue with multi-sectoral stakeholders in order to attain universal health, as well as the important role of occupational health physicians in the implementation of primary care in the workplace, health promotion, disease prevention. We have a vast opportunity to contribute to our workers' productivity, extend their working life, and improve their quality of life in all settings, their home, the community, and the workplace. In an article from the Indian Journal of Occupational and Environmental Medicine published online last September 25, 2019, entitled Universal Occupational Health Care, the Need of the Hour. It is not an easy task to implement such an ideal occupational health and safety system in one's organization, let alone the country. But if we as one PCOM can move forward and rise together, no one can say that it's impossible. And I know PCOM Quezon City chapter will be there to work hand in hand with PCOM National in attaining our goals. Tonight's event is a testament of your chapter to its continuing commitment to the vision and mission of PCOM to preserve, protect, promote, and enhance the health and safety of workers in all occupations while conserving the environment, thereby contributing to the progress of the nation. We look forward to helping more workers, both in the formal and informal sector, public and private sector, and in all occupational industries to ensure their health and safety. And so with the upcoming celebration of the first Occupational Medicine Week in March 2023, we hope that all of you will join us in this historical event to be headed by our immediate past president, Dr. Phil Pangilinan, as the Occupational Medicine Week Ad Hoc Committee Chair, while working closely with Dr. Ray Santa Ana as the representative of the NCR chapters in the celebration of our first Medicine Week during the third week of March in 2023. We also recall the theme of our recently concluded 43rd PCOM Annual National Convention, which was our first hybrid event held at the Manila Hotel last March 2022. Again, wherein we all witnessed the grand launching of Occupational Medicine Week, Proclamation number 1316, which was signed by President Duterte on March 2, 2022. So our theme for this fiscal year is aligned with last ANC, PCOM Rise. Let us continue to reform occupational health and safety in our country and globally. Let us continue to innovate in our OSH advocacies and programs. Let us continue to serve the Filipino worker. Let us continue to educate the occupational health physician and other OSH professionals. Keeping all of these in mind and in heart, let us continue to all work together and rise as one PCOM. Mabuhay ang PCOM, mabuhay ang PCOM Quezon City chapter. God bless us all on our endeavors. A pleasant evening po sa inyong lahat.
Thank you, Dr. Fajardo, for that wonderful message. We are very honored to have you tonight. Now, may we present you this certificate of recognition, and it reads as follows. Philippine College of Occupational Medicine, Quezon City Chapter, presents this certificate of recognition to Ana Sofia Victoria Fajardo, MD National President, Philippine College of Occupational Medicine, in grateful acknowledgement of her contributions and for being the keynote speaker and inducting officer during the chapter's 4th Virtualang QCC, given this 8th day of June 2022, Quezon City, Metro Manila, Philippines. Signed, Dr. Jose Angelo Taylor, Quezon City Chapter Secretary. Signed, Dr. Catherine Arta-Iscarriaga, Chapter President. We now proceed to the oath-taking of the Chapter President. May I call once again our National President, Dr. Fajardo, to officiate the oath-taking ceremony of the Chapter President. May I call Dr. Catherine Arta-Iscarriaga, our Chapter President.
Hi, Doctora. Good evening. Hello.
Good
po.
evening, Dr. Ria. Good evening po,
Hi.
Dr. Fajardo.
Okay, so please raise your right hand and repeat after me. Okay. I, please state your name,
I, Dr. Catherine Arta-Iscarriaga,
of the Philippine College of Occupational Medicine, Quezon City Chapter,
of the Philippine College of Occupational Medicine, Quezon City Chapter,
having been elected to the position of President,
having been elected to the position of President,
hereby solemnly swear
hereby solemnly swear
that I will faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
that I will faithfully discharge to the best of my abilities
the duties of my position,
the duties of my position,
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution and bylaws
the Constitution and bylaws
of the Philippine College of Occupational Medicine,
of the Philippine College of Occupational Medicine,
and that I impose these obligations
and that I impose these obligations
upon myself voluntarily,
without mental reservation
or purpose of evasion.
or purpose of evasion.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Doctora. Thank you.
Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, our chapter president, Dr. Catherine Artais Carriaga.
Thank you, Doctora. Who? Dr. Sofia Victoria Fajardo, National President of the Philippine College of Occupational Medicine, National Officers and Board of Directors of the College, Quezon City Chapter Officers and Board of Directors, and the rest of the chapter members, past national presidents and the past Quezon City Chapter presidents, friends, colleagues, and relatives. Good evening. As I reminisce the past, 2 years had gone by when I took an oath of office to serve the Philippine College of Occupational Medicine, Quezon City Chapter, as its 7th president. The persistence of the current global crisis brought about by COVID-19 pandemic added to the challenges, creating the stumbling blocks along our path. In spite of all these hurdles, the Quezon City Chapter had the glimpse of victory for bringing home the trophy for the most innovative chapter for 2 consecutive years. Furthermore, another feather on our cap was having been awarded as the best chapter in CME just this recently concluded 43rd PCOM Annual Convention. Indeed, I am blessed to have my dynamic and resilient team on board to triumph the inevitable. With my team's incessant aspirations to serve its members, we were able to deliver our message through the various virtual platforms to our chapters initiated activity like our regular Kapihang OH, Kaalamang OH, OH in a Flash, and OSH to go. Now, as we enter the domain of the less stringent health protocols, the chapter will revive its face-to-face advocacy projects, the Serbisyong OH and Bayanihang OH. Although the threat of COVID-19 never ceases, we in the chapter had never been idle. The fight for safety and health continues. As I set foot on the final chapter of service as the chapter president to our beloved organization, I will continue to serve without reservation for the goodwill and the best interests of everyone. I will carry on the inspirations to propagate the mission and vision to all in our field. Together, we can, as I echo the famous American religious leader and educator, David O. McKay, let us realize that the privilege to work is a gift. The power to work is a blessing. The love of work is success. Let us all give a toast to success and unity towards one heart and one organization. Mabuhay ang PCOM! Maraming salamat at naway pagpalain ang ating hanay ng Panginoong may kapal. Magandang gabi po muli sa inyong lahat.
Mabuhay PCOM, mabuhay Quezon City Chapter. Again, congratulations, Dr. Artais Carriaga. And now we proceed to the oath-taking of the chapter officers and board of directors. May I call Dr. Carriaga, our chapter president, to officiate the induction. Kindly open your cameras.
Quezon City team, please open your camera and mic. Okay. And please repeat after me. Kindly raise your hand, right hand. Okay. Okay. I state your name, please.
I,
Margot
Venus Lico,
Of the Philippine College of Occupational Medicine, Quezon City Chapter,
of the Philippine College of
College of
Occupational Medicine,
Occupational
Quezon City
Medicine,
Chapter,
Quezon City Chapter,
having been elected to the position of
having been elected to the position of
to
Treasurer,
the position of
Vice President.
hereby
Relations
solemnly
Officer.
swear
hereby
solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
that I will faithfully
I will
discharge
faithfully
my
discharge
ability
to the best of my
my
ability
ability.
the duties of my position,
the duties of
duties of my
duties of my
position,
position.
that I will support
that I will support
I will support
and defend the Constitution and bylaws
and defend the Constitution and
the
bylaws
constitution and
Constitution
bylaws
and bylaws
of the Philippine College of Occupational Medicine,
of the Philippine
of the
College
Philippine
College of
College of
Occupational
Occupational
Medicine,
Medicine,
and that I impose these obligations
and that I impose these
impose these
impose these
obligations
obligations
upon myself voluntarily,
upon
upon
myself
myself
upon myself
voluntarily,
voluntarily,
without mental reservation
without
without mental
mental
reservation
reservation,
or purpose of evasion.
or purpose of
purpose
evasion.
of
purpose of
evasion.
evasion.
So help me God.
So
help me
help
God.
Help
God.
me God.
Thank you very much, and congratulations to my team.
Congratulations to the chapter officers and board of directors for fiscal year 2022-2023. To present the new chapter members, may I call Dr. Desiree Bala, Chair, Chapter Membership Committee.
Good evening,
Dr.
everyone.
Bala.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Ku. So, good evening, everyone. I am asked today to introduce our new chapter members. So, I will call them alphabetically. So, I will start with Dr. Derek Paul Anselmo, Dr. Eric Cayabyab, Dr. Adriel Cruz, Dr. Rosario Dalida, Dr. Camille Ann David, Dr. Maria Paulina Francesca Del Mundo, Dr. Sara Garlan, Dr. Victoria Gochinko, Dr. Prince Lambertine Felipe, Dr. John Michael Lapinig, Dr. Gary Paredes, Dr. Neil Salarda, Dr. Maria Elisa Sanchez, Dr. Jailel Sison, Dr. Marie-Glenn Texon, Dr. Daniel Victor Utanes, and Dr. Benjamin Vivar. So to formally induct our new chapter members, so I will now call on our national president, Dr. Sofia Victoria Fajardo for the induction. So for
Thank
the new
you.
inductees, kindly open your video.
Okay.
Alright.
Good evening again, everyone, to our new members of the Quezon City chapter. Okay. I know there are many of you. I hope we fit on one page. Okay. All right. So please raise your right hands. Okay. And repeat after me. All right. Please state your name.
I, Derek Bulcelay,
I, Dr. Idritus,
Of the Quezon City chapter,
of Quezon City chapter,
having been accepted as a regular member
having been accepted as a regular member
of the Philippine College of Occupational Medicine,
of the Philippine College of Occupational Medicine,
do hereby solemnly swear
do hereby solemnly swear
that I will faithfully discharge
that I will faithfully discharge
to the best of my ability
to the best of my ability
the duties and responsibilities as member
the duties and responsibilities as member,
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution and bylaws
the Constitution and bylaws
of the Philippine College of Occupational Medicine,
of the Philippine College of Occupational Medicine,
and that I impose these obligations
that I impose these obligations
upon myself voluntarily
upon myself voluntarily
without mental reservation
without mental reservation
or purpose of evasion.
or purpose of evasion.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations and welcome to PCOM.
Congratulations, everyone. Welcome to PCOM QC chapter. Now, for our closing remarks, let me present to you our founding chapter president, Dr. Natalio Alegre II.
Dr. Fajardo, PCOM National President, PCOM National Officers and members of the board, Dr. Cariaga, PCOM Quezon City Chapter President, PCOM Quezon City Chapter Officers and Board of Directors, past presidents of PCOM Quezon City Chapter, members of PCOM Quezon City Chapter, newly inducted members of PCOM Quezon City Chapter, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. About 15 years ago, in the summer of 2007, the formation of PCOM Quezon City Chapter out of PCOM Manila Chapter was laid down through a meeting one evening at Unilab Mandaluyong, initiated by the late Dr. Armando Apostol. The foundation of PCOM Quezon City Chapter was later ratified at the Alba Restaurant in Tomas Morato. The initial set of officers did not waste time in order for PCOM Quezon City Chapter to move on. Monthly continuing medical educations at restaurants along Tomas Morato were held with different well-known speakers through the sponsorships of various friends in the pharmaceutical industries. One-day convention at Quezon City Sports during the time of Dr. Rustico Jimenez, movie premieres, and holding of a basic course at SB More were organized and realized. We had a hard time before in collecting membership dues from our members as mandated in the bylaws of PCOM National, for we had no receipts to issue. As we thread the road less traveled by, we sought the approval of PCOM National for us to be registered at Securities and Exchange Commission so that we can collect payments and issue receipts. Much to the delight of PCOM Quezon City chapter, this was approved by Dr. Oscar Tino, the PCOM National President at that time, much to the consternation of some of the aged and old members of PCOM National. PCOM Quezon City chapter, though, without reservations, affirms its membership and loyalty from the past, in the present, and to the future to PCOM National. Now we must be extremely elated that the PCOM Quezon City chapter, through its past presidents, Dr. Leacion, Raimundo, Cruz, Jose, Blanco, and the present Dr. Cariaga, has reached new heights, particularly in attracting new members, conducting continuing medical education through webinars, virtual meetings, Kapihang OH, attracting hundreds of participants every time, and rendering outreach programs. PCOM Quezon City chapter is indeed more vibrant than ever. The present and future officers and members of PCOM Quezon City chapter is humbly tasked to continue to discern what steps to take to move forward in order to bring honor to PCOM Quezon City chapter and to PCOM National. We take one small step at a time to attain a giant stride in the future. For the succeeding generations of officers, work, strive, promote, improve, and think of ways PCOM Quezon City chapter can bring about the best welfare to our community and promote camaraderie amongst us. Maraming salamat po at magandang gabi sa inyong lahat.
Maraming salamat po, Dr. Alegre. Before we conclude our tonight's induction, may we call back once more our National President, Dr. Fajardo, for some important announcement.
Thank you, Dr. Margot. Yeah, and so I would like to take this opportunity. I believe our Vice President is also here. Dr. Bobby Del Prado is here. He is our chair for the upcoming 23rd Mid-Year Convention, which will be hosted by the Northern Bicol chapter. So I would just like to extend the invitation of the PCOM National to all our members in the Quezon City chapter to attend either virtually or in person, because this will be another the first hybrid mid-year for Northern Bicol chapter. It will be held on October 6, 7, and 8 at the Naga City. The venue will be the Avenue Hotel in Naga City. So please do join us. We have a very, very nice scientific program already in place. And you can find the details as well in our Facebook page. So again, everyone is welcome. Please join us for our 23rd Mid-Year Convention hosted by the Northern Bicol chapter. Thank you.
Thank you once again, Dr. Fajardo, for officiating our induction tonight. And also thank you, Dr. Natalio Alegre, for a wonderful history of how we became the PCOM Quezon City chapter. Now, before we end tonight's fourth Virtualang QCC, I would like to thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Please do not forget to register, join, and invite our colleagues and friends to the 40th Kapihang OH Orientation and Dole DO 235-22 this June 15, 2022, Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Speaker would be Dr. Maria Beatriz G. Villanueva. He is from the Division Chief 3 Health Control Division, Occupational Safety and Health Center. Okay, there's a QR code presented in this screen. You may scan the QR code posted on our monitor. Okay, congratulations everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, the himno ng PCOM QCC. Okay, congratulations to everyone. Kindly open all your cameras to celebrate this momentous event. Congratulations, everyone. Let's take a photo. Okay, Dr. Taylor, picture time.
Congratulations, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Ria.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr.
Ria.
Fajardo. Thank you.
Congrats.
And the rest of the
To
national
all our
officers, thank
guests.
you.
Thank you, Dr. Fajardo. Hi.
Thank you po.
Congratulations.
Cheers.
Thank you, Doctora.
Okay,
Dr.
take
Sanchara is
video
here.
for the take a picture for this one. All right. Kindly turn on all of your videos. Okay. Yan, madami nang load ng mga kanilang video cameras. Ayos.
Cheers.
Yes. Madami pa nagdadagdag. Okay, let's wait. Let's wait for everyone. Okay, so it seems everyone has already turned on their cameras. Okay, so on the count of 3, smile. All right. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you very
Fajardo.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Ria.
to all our guests.
kalusugan at kaligtasan ay ating alagaan. Sakuna at karamdaman ay ating maiiwasan. Sa PCOM Quezon City, manggagaway sa puso namin. Kalusugan at kaligtasan ay laging uunahin. Tayo ay magtulungan, manggagawa ay ingatan. Bayangin ang ating bayan, bahagi ng kayamanan. Sa PCOM Quezon City, manggagaway sa puso namin. Kalusugan at kaligtasan ay laging uunahin. Manggagamot ay sandigan, pagyamanin ang pagawaan. Manggagaway kasangga, may alay tulong sa kapwa. Sa PCOM Quezon City, manggagaway sa puso namin. Kalusugan at kaligtasan ay laging